A rubber-based impression for 3-unit PFM bridge is poured in stone and die preparation is done. The dies are coated with spacer to provide space for zinc phosphate cement. What should be the extent of this die spacer? We are talking about die spacers now. This is a coat of a material which is nearly 25 micrometers thick on the die. So if this is the die and you are going to make a wax pattern on it, there should be some gap between the die and the wax pattern to allow space for final luting agent. Okay, this space is known as the die space provided by the die spacer. Okay, so these are technically something that looks like a nail paint, available in different thickness. So you have 10 microns, 15 microns, etc. If you want to apply 25 microns, then you have to put two coats, one coat of 10 micron and one coat of 15 micron. These are available in different colors. Now what should be the extent of this die spacer? So up to the defined margin, 1 mm away from the margin, only on the incisal occlusal third of prepared abutment, and thicker incisally occlusally and thinner at the margins. So why is this a problem? We are talking about mostly margins here. Now consider that this is a crown to be seated. At the margin, we do not want any cement. We want a positive contact of the crown to the tooth because we want to minimize micro leakage. So at the marginal level, nearly 1 to 2 millimeters, no die spacer should be applied, because if you apply die spacer, you are giving space for cement. Cement will leach out. If you do not apply die spacer, then the crown is in contact with the tooth, so the cement will stay locked like an airtight container. So up to the defined margin, not acceptable, because then micro leakage will happen. 1 millimeter away from the margin, yes, possibly. Only on the incisal occlusal thirds of the prepared abutment. Only in this area, if you apply cement, it is not going to be retentive enough. You have to apply on all the axial surfaces as well. So this is eliminated. Thicker incisally, occlusally, and thinner at the margins. This is also not acceptable because you need to have a uniform thickness of cement. Otherwise, the cement will fracture under load. So this is eliminated. So the correct answer is 1 millimeter away from the gingival margin.